Well, welcome back, people, to Radio CRAZY. And tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about hospitals. If any of you've ever been in a hospital, it's like a huge maze. At least the ones here are. I mean, you go in, they send you up to wherever geriatrics, the venereal disease section, whatever might be hurting your penis at the time. Anyway, most of the hospitals here, you can't find your way around. They have bad signs. There is one in Topeka where they put colored lines on the floor that's, you follow like a rat or a mouse through a maze. And you kind of feel a little bit like a mouse through a maze. I bring this up because I was in a hospital probably about over 20 years ago. They sent me to the funny farm in the psychiatric facility at Stormont Vale in Topeka because I was severely depressed over my divorce, and at that time, well, I was only like 18, 17, my first love. I didn't quite know how to handle that at that time, so they sent me to the crazy ward and put me on antidepressants, and I was in there probably for 6-8 weeks or something. I had to go all these group sessions, and besides those, we played checkers a lot and just sort of sat around looking at each other in our hospital gowns. One memory I have from that is that there was this really cool artist that was in there at the same time, and he used to make drawings. He had these really cool drawings, and he did them in pen. I mean, you had to be really precise to draw with pens because there's no erasing. And he did all these nature scenes. He used to show me his artwork. One day, he walked by, and somebody had left the exit door open to the roof. And he walked by, and just offhandedly he told me, "Okay, I'm heading up to the roof." And he was gone. He went real fast. He ran up the stairs or out the exit door real fast. And I kind of sat there dumbfounded for a minute or a few seconds. And I was like, hey, I think this guy's gonna go try to jump off the roof. And so I ran up and told Nurse Ratchet. I was like, hey, I don't even remember his name now. I was like, hey, so-and-so, he just went out the exit door. I think he's heading up to the roof. And next thing you know, about 4 or 5 of these big burly orderly guys and big burly Nurse Ratchet, they went chasing him. They found him anyway. They got him back down. And maybe I saved his life. I don't know whether he wanted to be saved or not. That's another story. Another story from that is they hauled in a lady one night. I don't know what the hell was wrong with her, but she came in kicking and screaming. Anyway, they stuck her in the old rubber room. The ones you see in the movies. They're all padded. And you could there's a little window there. There was no privacy, but they put her in the rubber room, kicking and screaming. But yeah, they put her on some type of pills and meds, or gave her some shots or something. And anyway, she ended up sitting there playing checkers with us and our little group of folks who sat around in pretty much their nightgowns and slippers. Yeah. But those are my time. That was my time on the funny farm. Oh, I got out of there though. I pretty much out talked the psychiatrist who was there that I had to see probably once a week. He drove a fancy Corvette and had a bunch of pictures and shit on his bookshelf in his office. I pretty much went in there and analyzed him instead of him analyzing me. And he got tired of me. You know the type, the doctor with the fancy sports car, and he's got all a picture of his family up on his shelves and golf trophies sitting around here and there, and you can pretty much... I was being Hannibal Lecter about 20 years ago. Anyway, here's tonight's reading. Give it a second here. We better help light our usual smoke that we have sometimes. There we go. Can you see the eyeballs defrost as they look at you? Each one with a different opinion of colors swirl mixing in a pot of blue, brown, green pastures of old fat cows feeding on the next nature plot. It's a grand scheme of things and thongs from your Valentine barn full of promises and milk. A comforting teat awaits, tainted with curdled corn and open eyes full of rainbows in the soft glow of milky vision. You there? And that's that little reading. And tonight, prayers go out for my mother, who has surgery Saturday morning to remove a cancerous tumor. Yes, again, I'm going through this same cancer bullshit I went through last year. Gotta have chemo and radiation. If you have chemo, and if you ever see somebody going through chemo and radiation, it's no fun. I mean, it looks innocent. I mean, they're sitting there wired up with tubes, and they pump this red liquid poison basically into your body to kill off cancer cells. But at the same time, it's killing off all the good cells too, so they get very sick and they can't eat, and they're constantly throwing up, sleeping a lot. But I had to go on a little hospital and cancer rant besides the old crazy other crap that I talk about in my late night thing I kind of have going on here. This is a long one. I suppose I better get off before you guys gotta go eat your bag of popcorn, get the kernel stuck in between your gums and get a gum inflammation or infection or whatever you guys are out there doing tonight. Thanks for listening in. This was Radio CRAZY. Weirdos Unite.